was just saying bye. We gotta go to the doctor's appointment to see brother baby.
Is brother baby going to come out of your tummy?
No, not yet.
When it's soon?
Huh?
Okay.
He still has to grow. We're just gonna go look at him on the screen on the TV like we used to. Want one of these?
Drink. I said drink.
What drink? What?
Milk.
No, you don't need milk right now.
Yeah.
You could have juice or water. You know, apparently you can get temporary handicap stickers when you're pregnant.
I don't know that.
I didn't know that until I saw it on TikTok. We arrived to my appointment, which I don't have to go in for like another 15 minutes. Finally, first OB appointment, even though I'll be 18 weeks tomorrow. Christopher decided to stay an extra day so he could come. He's only doing that because he wants to find out the gender on accident. That's the only reason he wanted to come, was so he could see the ultrasound and see if he could see or hear something. Because I told him that if I found out on accident, I wasn't going to tell him anything. So let's pray that nothing slips up in here so he doesn't get his way. Because this man always gets his way. This is going to be a lengthy appointment since it's the very first one. So, you know, I gotta fill out new patient forms and all that paperwork and insurance paperwork and gotta pee in a cup, and I'm 99% sure I'm gonna have to do a pap smear and talk to the doctor, and I'm probably gonna have to do blood work. I haven't had my blood drawn in a while. Did I? I didn't get blood drawn when I was in labor, did I? The last time I had like any sort of needle in my arm was probably whenever I gave birth to Ashlyn, except for after Ashlyn was born, I had to get a shot in my hip because I have that RH negative whatever thing that goes on, so I have to get shots during and after pregnancy so that like we don't, I don't remember, it's been a minute since I dealt with it, but it's like RH negatives don't combat with RH positive, right, or something like that. So like my blood type fights off their blood types, and it could cause issues, so I have to get shots for it. I don't know. So yeah, I haven't dealt with a needle in a while. I hate shots. I'm usually decent at getting my blood drawn, but it's been a while, so I'm definitely kind of nervous. And my nerves are giving me an upset stomach. And then the ultrasound, obviously, which, like I've said, I'm like 95% sure that they're gonna do anatomy scan today. I don't know why they wouldn't, since this is around the time frame that you need an anatomy scan, and I doubt they want me to come back for another ultrasound in like 2 weeks. I called them this morning to see what their visitor policy thingy was. And she told me that no visitors were allowed, and I was like, okay, but what about for the ultrasound? She was like, okay, an ultrasound is an exception. And I said, so should I just make him wait in the car then? And she's like, no. But then I was like, well, it's like my ultrasound is attached to a whole other appointment. Like, I'm not just here for the ultrasound. And she said that they might ask him to step out or something, so I'm guessing he should just come in with me like normal and see what they say. I don't know. She didn't like make much sense, and she didn't sound very happy to be answering.
I'll just gotta jump off a roof.
London was pretty upset that she couldn't come with us because I told her I was going to the doctor's to see brother baby, and she got whiny saying she wanted to come, but I had to explain that she couldn't come to this kind because it's a doctor's office. But she got over it fast. She got a drink and went back to playing. So yeah, we obviously don't know the gender, but we pretty much have to say brother baby to London, otherwise she gets confused and has no idea what you're talking about. Like if we say just baby, she immediately thinks of the puppies. There's a cat. The only way that she like connects the baby in my belly is if we call it brother baby. So we'll see if she was right the whole time saying that. I don't know. And when she like asked, because a while ago we tried to explain that in the like later on, once I was due, that we would go to the hospital and come back with a baby. So now she thinks that anytime I go to the doctor's, I could come back with the baby, and I'm like, no, you still got a while.
So I'm going to start doing all these pictures. I'm looking at your placenta first. That's what this area is.
So is it in the front?
It's on the front.
Yep.
Your uterus.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, 'cause it takes a little longer to feel the baby, doesn't it?
I just finally started to feel like the photos.
Oh, okay.
I felt really early with my last two, so.
Okay.
See what I mean? Like clearer equipment makes it. Fuzzier in all the places.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, we've got really good equipment here. The one downtown has the big mamas. They're down there and they deal with patients that are this big. But you can see, I mean, you can see pretty well, so that is nice. Really cute little face. You're pretty bony right now. That's normal.
That's pretty creepy.
Just remember that it is normal.
What? 3 hours later, we're done.
Yeah.
Carson
was 104.
To get my blood drawn. She had a lot of issues with my veins, so she had to take it from my hand. Freaking 10 vials all from my hand. That's fun. But yeah, I did the ultrasound first for a minute. Anyways, she did the anatomy scan or whatever. She did the scan. I walk in there, she had no clue like how far along I was. She was assuming I was just like barely pregnant coming in for the confirmation. She's like, oh, you know, you peed on a ST, it's positive, you're here. And I'm like, that was a while ago, I'm 18 weeks tomorrow. And she was like, oh. So, because she was about to do the vaginal one, the transvaginal one, and I was just kind of like, it seems a bit unnecessary, but okay. And then she realized how far along I was. She was like, never mind, I'm not going to do that. So they did that. She did look at all the anatomy, but then she said they're still going to want to look again at my next appointment probably, which is in a month. I don't know why. If she looked at all the anatomy this time, what's going to be any different? Watch out.
Well, they saw me coming.
So yeah, we did that. Then we had to go back in the waiting room. Well, we sat in the waiting room the first time for a while, filled out all my paperwork. Realized I didn't have my insurance card with me because the kids were messing with my wallet this morning, and that was the one card that got taken out was my insurance card, and I didn't realize until I got here. That mask made my face so red.
Yeah, I hate wearing this stupid
But then I went back for the ultrasound. Then I had to come back out to the waiting room. Then I went back to see the doctor. So like they did all the blood pressure, all that. I didn't do a urine sample. Surprising. And then
You almost bled out through your vagina and your hand.
what am I saying? Yeah, I talked to the doctor. She like said she was gonna prescribe me a prenatal because I told her I don't really take mine very well because it makes me sick. So she prescribed me a pill that's actually supposedly like a small pill because that's why I don't take the pills because they're too big. And she also gave me a new prescription for my Zoloft and told me it was okay for me to start taking it again and just started me at a low dose again. She gave me a pamphlet for like a full body brace because I explained my problem with my hip, and she said that there's not much they can do while I'm pregnant because people don't want to do evaluations on pregnant people, especially if it's something that requires surgery. I don't know. I feel like I just need like a realignment, but
Probably.
I don't know. And she talked me into getting the NIPT testing. I wanted to say no, but they always make you feel so like guilty about saying no. And then she told me that there's an option to like check off that you don't want to know the gender from it. So then once I heard that, I was like, okay, whatever, I don't really care then. So I did it and just like made sure they knew not to include the gender results in it. So that's why like I had to have so much blood drawn was for that, and then the normal pregnancy blood draw. And I also told her about my fainting spells with being lightheaded. So she said that she was going to do another panel to check my electrolytes and to check if I'm like anemic or something. Scheduled my next appointment, which is in a month. What? I feel like there was something else that I was gonna say. The lab lady, what are they called? What's that word?
Nurse.
The word for the people that take the blood, it starts with a P. Phlebotomist.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know that had it.
I'm pretty sure it's a phlebotomist. She said Christopher owes me big time because I just had to sit there getting all that blood taken out of my hand. And they couldn't even use a butterfly needle because the panel of testing, like, it's not compatible or whatever, so she had to use the regular thing out of my hand because she couldn't get a vein in my arms. Like, she checked my left arm, didn't find nothing, checked my right arm, thought she found it, stuck me, dug it around a bit, couldn't get anything to come out. Like, she got like 2 drops and then it just wouldn't do nothing else, so she took that out. Checked my left arm again, couldn't figure that out, so then she was like, I really don't want to do this, but it went to my hand. So it all came out of my hand. I've had an IV in my hand before. I don't think I've ever had blood drawn from my hand before.
I have.
Because remember, wait, was it London or Ashland? One of them I had to have the IV in my hand the whole time. And whenever I was pregnant, whenever I gave birth to London, they left that IV in my hand for like 3 days straight.
I had mine in for like a week. And then when it was done, they just like kept it, was still in there, but
Yeah.
they just taped it off.
Yeah. I mean, the people seem nice. You know, a lot of times going to places deal with rude doctors, but they all seem pretty nice. And it looks like it's a female-only practice from what I noticed, so that's nice. That's how my last one was with Ashland, was it was all females. The one before that, the one I went to with London, was like a learning hospital and a learning doctor's office.
Yeah, you brought a
so
bunch of
it was a
students in?
bunch of everyone. Like, you saw a different doctor most of the time. They always had like people shadowing them and in the room. And
No, you had that same dude all
it
the
was
time, but
very
you brought
nice.
students.
Not every single time. Sometimes he wasn't there. I saw a couple different doctors, but I saw him the most.
He was just weird.
And I felt like he just brushed everything off that I ever said.
A man probably did.
Like, I had the same lightheadedness, fainting spells with London, and I told him about it, and he was just like, yeah, it's just pregnancy. But she was like, thank you for telling me. I'm going to do more blood work tests to see why.
Anemic. That's why I said you're probably anemic. When you're out in the sun and doing strenuous activities.
But it's not even that strenuous of
It's bad
stuff.
for you to stand in the sun.
I literally was passed out standing in line at Subway.
It's why.
Because, yeah, like, every single time with how hot it is here when I go out anywhere with the kids, I'm, like...
Oh, she went to a festival for 3 days.
I'm heavily breathing through, like, the stores, and then by the time I get outside and I'm trying to load the kids into the car, the kids are, like, fighting me getting them buckled in, and I'm, like, breathing like, please stop, I'm literally about to pass out. Especially Ashlyn, when it's time to put her back in the car seat, she, like, throws herself all over the place. I'm like, I do not have the strength to do this. I'd rather not pass out in the middle of this parking lot right now. Christopher thinks he saw boy parts on the ultrasound.
I feel like I saw the ball bag first, but I never saw, like, a penis.
I feel like I saw something, but it could have just been the cord, because I also feel like I saw nothing.
I also didn't see, like, you could, whenever the legs are spread, you can see the vagina. Like, you can see, like, the definition of it. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw nothing, and I saw both at the same time somehow. So, not anything, like, actually confirming from that. And made sure the lady knew. Christopher thinks, like, he said, she said he, but then, like...
Later, she said she, her,
like,
whatever,
I was like, so what's your point? If she said both, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying.
Because, I mean, I thought I heard he once, but then
That was in the
I
beginning.
heard other things, and I heard it, and I heard baby, and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, they just say whatever. But...
She might not have said she might have said it.
But like I was saying, like, the medical grade equipment is so much clearer than the ones that we've had in the past, because it's just like whatever equipment these offices have. But like the medical equipment is like high tech, and it shows so much more stuff. Like, you can see all the definition. We got one of those creepy straight on face shots.
Here you just see it look like a skeleton man, like a Punisher. Like,
and she's pointing all this stuff, and like 99% of the time I have no clue how they know what they're looking at.
I could see it once she said it.
Sometimes, but like when she's talking about like the kidneys and this and that,
Yeah, I
and like
didn't
how
know
she knows
that.
left from right.
Because it's just black spots. Well, it's based on the position of her thingy. Because if you turn, it's like, it's
Like
weird.
I could see the arms and stuff like that when she would say it. But
It's crazy because they can be face on like this
Yeah, I know.
with the baby, and then they spin that thing and it changes the angle of it. Like, how the fuck does it do that?
But she said the baby is breech right now, which our last one, it was head down, so it flipped at some point. Oh, that was the thing I was gonna say. The ultrasound tech lady did confirm that I do have an anterior placenta like I suspected. Which I finally started feeling flutters the past couple of days. Not anything you can see or feel on the outside.
I feel like I felt
did,
something last night.
I did finally feel stuff. It just took longer because I did have an anterior placenta the whole time.
I feel like I felt something last night.
I don't know. Baby was very mad during the ultrasound though. I felt a bunch then. Now I'm starving. Christopher was like actually like himself wanted to get Bojangles, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll eat Bojangles. And then mom said she was coming to Nana's to cook, or asked about coming to Nana's to cook. So I'm trying to figure out what she's cooking, if it's even like something I would want. The other thing, I got my pap smear done because it's been about 2 years since my last one, and I don't think I've ever bled that much from anything.
So they stick that
Spotting
thing in
that
there
much.
and open it, and then stick a swab in there.
She did like 10 swabs.
I was like 6 of them. And they were all covered in
It was
blood.
very uncomfortable, but yeah, bled a lot for that pap smear. She's like, you know, when you're pregnant, it's more sensitive, so it's prone to spotting, and it's like, and that's a bit more than just
Did you
spotting.
see all of it pulled up inside of the thing?
No, I didn't see that.
Whatever device it is, the plastic
The
thing?
it's spec something.
Yeah, 'cause she pulled it out and it was shut and it had just a pool of blood.
No, I didn't see that. I saw the swabs and I saw her glove at the end. It is now the next day and I have a few packages to open. So yeah, yesterday after my appointment, which took forever, like I said, we came back here, and then my mom and all of them came over to make dinner, and they were here for a while, and we had to wait for dinner. And I just was like really tired and like also really hungry, so yeah, I was kind of miserable yesterday. Take those off. And then finally dinner was done, and I tried to enjoy dinner the best that I could, but like I was getting hot. And then I was hot this whole time, sitting at an uncomfortable table for hours. And then I started trying to eat hot food, and like the combination of hot and hot made me feel really sick, so I was trying not to pass out the whole time, or the rest of the time, whatever. So yeah, that happened. We ate dinner pretty like around 7-ish. Christopher left like right after dinner to drive back to the hotel to go to bed to go to work today. So he's not here anymore until next weekend. I was so tired and so sore. So, you know, everyone was trying to clean up dinner, and I was trying to just get in the bath and get the kids in the bath and then lay down and go to bed because I was literally like dog tired somehow. I took my bandages off. This one bruised from where she like had to dig it around and couldn't get it to go. So yeah, this one's really sensitive and sore. But this one was fine, where she actually got all of the blood from. Anyways, like I said, I got a bunch of packages. This one, someone gave me a gift card on Amazon. And this was like the closest thing, like the only thing that was the closest to the gift card amount, if that makes sense. What am I saying? Yeah, I paid like less than $1 difference between the gift card and this, is why I chose this one. But these are the Nook Simply Natural glass bottles. I've never used glass bottles. I see them go around TikTok a bunch, and I really like them, so I got the glass ones. I don't plan to use bottles, but it's always nice to have a few on hand. So this is probably the only bottles I'm gonna buy for now to have on hand. Might use them for like when I'm getting breast milk or whatever. And then if the baby ever needs it, then I have some, and hopefully they'd like that kind. And then in here, frick. Okay, this is my new Haka that I got. I had a Haka with Ashlyn, but it got like ruined and thrown away. And this one, the last one that I had like just a normal lid, like it was a circle lid that went on top. But this one is supposed to have, I was trying to get the kids ready and myself ready to go to Walmart to get some stuff. We need some animal supplies and maybe some snacks and other food items. I kind of need a new hairbrush. I wanted to go to Starbucks. So I'm doing that, but I'm trying to let my video upload first because it has to be up in 2 hours. So yeah, this one that I got has the flower stopper, which I thought would be better. It's easier to put in there, whereas the lid one was really hard to get on and it always fell off. So I think this one will be easier with the flower stopper so that it doesn't get spilled. So new Haka. I ordered that myself because like it was like order something off your registry was the last step for me to be able to get the welcome box from Amazon. So I just went and ordered something random so that I could get my welcome box, which is not going to be here until like the first week of August. And then this one is a gift. It doesn't have a note, but the person did message me on Instagram and showed me that she got it. So I got some breast milk bags and then some more passies. These are the Frig brand. They're like the same as the bibs, but a little bit cheaper. Goodness. So yeah, this one is cute. Like it's like a burnt orange and then a creamy color. There's the brand. Like I said, they're a lot like the whatchamacallit, bibs pacifiers that I liked. So I think that's like my third pack of pacifiers. I love pasties. They're so cute. So, I already thanked her on Instagram. Yeah. Thank you to who got these for me, but I already thanked you on Instagram. And this, Judy sent the gift card, so thank you to Judy. I don't know if she watches my YouTube or if she's only on TikTok, but I bought those with the gift card from her. And then lastly, I bought this myself. It's a swaddle set. So it's got this cute, it's like this purpley color. I don't usually go for purple, but I wanted something different that I haven't done with the last two. So there's a purple bow, and then it's like a gown, but you tie the bottom or you knot the bottom, and it's really soft. And it's, like I said, it's like this pretty like lilac color, I guess. So I'm gonna put all of this stuff into my big Tupperware container of baby supplies for now. I ordered the exact same thing of this, but in like a mint color, and instead of the bow, it comes with a hat. Because, you know, we don't know the gender. So I needed one of each. So this is something that I needed for like in the hospital for like reveal/picture stuff. So yeah, I got one of each. I got the girl option and then the boy option, which the boy option will be here tomorrow, last I checked, but I was too impatient. So, you know, it's the exact same thing, just a mint color and a hat instead of a bow. It's like I want to get out of the house more. There's just nothing to do. And every time I do get out of the house, the kids drive me insane, and the whole time I'm like, this is why I don't get out of the house. And then I get like really lightheaded and faint and almost pass out all the time, and I'm like, this is also why I don't like getting out of the house. So I guess waiting on my results to find out if I am anemic or maybe low iron or whatever it might be, or if it's kind of just like, I don't know why it's happening, you just gotta deal with it, even though it's very inconvenient and annoying. And if it is something I just have to deal with, hopefully it resolves itself once the weather cools down, and it won't be as bad the entire pregnancy, but who knows. I tried creating my MyChart account so that I could like go on there to look at my test results and all of that kind of stuff, but it wouldn't let me. It was asking for this activation code that they were saying would be like on my paperwork, which I don't have any paperwork. But then in my text messages from the office, they give me a link that I click on the link, and it sends me to the registration, and it has like an activation code already entered in, like it would be my activation code. But every time I put in the rest of my information and try to register, it says it's an invalid code, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, because that's the code that you're giving me. I'm not just making it up. So why are you giving me an invalid code then? And I tried calling them about it because I really want to get on so that I can see my results whenever they come in, which I doubt they'd be in this soon because it's the next day. But still, I wanted to be able to go on there and see all of my results for things, because I don't always get to answer the phone. So yeah, I tried calling to see what was up with it, but the phone just kept ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. And I got sick of it and I hung up. And it was like 1:30, so I was like, it's lunchtime. They're more busy. I'll try and call later. I can't wait to be in our own house so that I can like start getting, especially the bigger stuff. And like, I want to start like a little wipe and diaper stash so bad, and be able to set everything up. I mean, there's a ton of reasons that I want to have a house. And just a mini update, we kind of given up on buying anytime soon because the market's insane. And the lovely system that we have, Christopher, like when we sold the house, we paid off the mortgage, and doing that dropped Christopher's credit like 70 points. It was ridiculous. So it kind of screwed us in buying another house. And we're looking more into renting, which I said for a while that wouldn't really be possible because of the pet situation, which I still don't think it's going to be very possible. with the pet situation. I mean, it's almost impossible. I don't want to go too into detail in this video, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And here soon, like next week, we'll put out a full video talking about the entire situation more in depth, I guess. Still just waiting for my video to upload. It's gotten to 80%. So I guess I'll see you guys in a minute once I finally get out the door. It's so random, but I feel like I can't start making coffee again until I'm in my own house, especially like iced coffee. Hot coffee just isn't really what I want lately. And once I do get making iced coffee again, I also really want to learn how to make the vanilla sweet cold foam stuff. Finally back home. I got Subway because that was a rough trip. The kids drove me absolutely insane the whole time, which they do every single time now. Try to get them out of the house and they just drive me insane and make me want to cry. I literally contemplated up and leaving my cart just in the middle of the store full of all my stuff so many times. I got a bunch of stuff to make cake pops with to try, which I already put in the pantry, but here's the sticks. And I found this mold that's got mermaid tails and seashells, which I thought would be perfect for the party. So I got that. This Walmart didn't have this stuff that I saw before. Like I saw a bunch of like mermaid themed sprinkles and candies like in the baking section, but this Walmart didn't have that, so I'll have to get that later. The kids grabbed this finger puppet thing, which they opened in the middle of the store, so I had to buy it. And then they lost one of them somewhere in the store because literally the entire time Ashlyn kept throwing them out of the cart and I kept having to chase them down and pick them up and kill my back and my hips leaning down and getting them. So yeah, we're missing Pocahontas now. London picked these out and insisted on getting them, and I asked her, I said, if you get those underwear, are you actually going to start going on the potty? And she told me yes, so we'll see. I got these sunglasses because mine went missing, and then I got Christopher a new pair because his got broken, so hopefully he likes these ones. They kind of look a little small, but maybe not. And then I got this glass bottle because it was in the clearance aisle, and it's like iridescent, and feels really sturdy. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for because I don't drink out of water bottles like this. I can't drink out of something without a straw. So I don't really know what I'm going to use this for, but it was just too pretty. I had to grab one. I think I'm probably going to use it for my homemade cane syrup, cane sugar, sweetener, whatever you want to say. And then I went a little crazy in the clothes section. So some of this stuff was kind of on clearance. It was like on a random shelf all bundled up, so I thought it was going to be like a bunch of like the marked all the way down to $1 things to get rid of it, but not quite. They were still on clearance, but not quite. So I got this outfit for Ashlyn. So it's these shorts and this cute little shirt. And then for London, I got these shorts with this shirt. It was the best that I could match to it for that shirt. And then I got her London these shorts with this shirt. These shirts are kind of interchangeable, but I thought that the yellow shorts with the yellow shirt would be too much. So I wanted to break up the color a bit and then have like, they both have the color within them. I got this for Ashlyn, so it's these cute little tie-dye shorts. And then this shirt. What's wrong? What's wrong, little dude? Hi, puppy. I saw this shirt on clearance and just had to get it. It was only $1. And since I'm due 2 days after Christmas, it says 'tis the season to be pregnant. So I thought that was perfect. It'll work around the holidays great when I'm huge. And then I also got these on clearance because I've really been needing a pair of shorts. And these seem like long enough that they're not going to be showing my butt cheeks the whole time. And they're like pretty stretchy. These aren't the ones that I saw a bunch in one area, and it was really frustrating me because they were like They were the scrunched waistband, and they had a cute little tie, and they were really soft. Like, they weren't a jean fabric like this is. And there were like 3 different styles over there, and every single one had a different price tag. A few of them were clearance to $7, some were clearance to $9, some were clearance to $12, some were full price at $17, even though they were all the same shorts. And it was just driving me insane, and I could not find the ones in my size were the ones that weren't marked down, of course. So I saw these were in clearance for $7 in a different area. They're more stiff because they're like this jean fabric, but I like the frayed edges on them. So hopefully these will work, because I just have, like, when I'm going out somewhere, I don't have anything to wear besides leggings, which are too hot and like tight and stuffy most of the time. And then these adorable outfits, they're winter outfits that they had out already, and I just had to grab some, so I got one of each, one for each of them, the same outfit. So there's these cute little joggers, which are like a waffle net or a waffle material. I don't know if you can see that, kind of. So they're like I don't really know what color you would call this. And then I got these shirts, which is the same material, and it's got this cool little smiley face design on it, and it comes with a hood. It has a hood, so these will be nice in the wintertime. So yeah, they both got that one. And I saw these pants, and I really liked the print, but then I opened them, and I realized that they were flare pants, and I had to get them. So they're cheetah print little flare pants. It's so cute. I've never seen flare pants at Walmart like that. I was so excited. So I got them both a pair of that, and then to go with that, I just got these plain black sweater, shirt, whatever. They're like ribbed, and they got the ruffly bottoms. So there's that. And then lastly, I just grabbed this random pair of baby pants. They're black, and they're like ribbed, really soft. They're in 0 to 3, right? Yeah. So just a little pair of plain black pants. Perfect. You can throw it with any onesie, basically. So that's what I got.